Hello there, everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I'm here with another one sheet show off. This is number 9. This video is going to be a little bit different because I recorded the making of the project and then I somehow screwed up the audio on the decorating process. So you're going to see part of the decorating process has no audio, but you will be able to see everything that I did. Again, this is one sheet show off number 9. It's using one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. The paper collection that I used here is called the Numerals collection. It is on my website right now. This one is just as fabulous as all of the other ones, except that it is more fabulous because I have photos on here for you guys of my family and myself. So look at how this opens, guys. Look at how amazing this is. This one sheet of cardstock has 14 photos on here. So I take you through this process on how to create this gorgeous piece right here, and I hope you love it. Let me know your thoughts. Watch the video, watch it completely. Again, I take you through the entire decorating process. Let me know what you think about this project and the paper collection. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, Numerals, it is on my website right now. It is just such a fabulous collection. 14 photos, guys. 14. Just absolutely gorgeous collection. Look at this. I love the way everything turned out. Some stitching on here and all sorts of goodness, and you'll see it all in action, except that something happened to the audio. So let's get right into that video and let's take you through the assembly process. Hello there, everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I'm here with another one sheet show off. This is number 9 and another super fabulous photo mat or gift card holder, whichever way you want to take this, guys. If you're looking for measurements and scoring pattern on this particular piece, it's in your cutting guide. If you do not have your cutting guide, I will link you down below so that you can access that via a purchase on my website. My website is paperphenomenon.com. So let's get to it. This one, here is your piece A, your piece B, and your piece C. Your piece A is pretty cut and dry. We've got 2 intersecting score lines here. Your piece B has 2 score lines as well. However, they are really close together right here at the top. And your piece C has 2 score lines, but they're one on either side of, on the top and on the bottom. Or if you flip it this way, to the left and the right hand side. All right. I am going to add a closure for this. However, we have used every square inch of this 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, so I needed a scrap piece of paper to punch out 2 1-inch circles that I glued together, and I'm letting dry before I insert an eyelid. So we are going to have a policy style closure on this, but you can use whatever closure you like. The policy style closure is my favorite. If you want some ideas on closures, you can always watch here on YouTube my top 10 matting ideas, and I give you several closure options there if you want to switch it up. All right, so the first thing you want to do is flip it over so that the bumpy side is facing you. All right, you're going to fold on, so the wide side, it should not be going like this. All right, it should be going up and down. Okay. So the short score line should be going horizontal. The longer one should be vertically. Okay. So you're going to fold to the bumpy side like so. Okay. I don't want you to fold in half just yet. I want you to open that back up and then fold in half again. Okay. Now I want you to cut down this score line and stop at the intersection. Okay. Or start at the intersection and cut down. Now when you cut, very important, I wanted you to flip it to the bumpy side so you can examine that bump there. All right. If you place your ruler near that score line, you're going to hit the bump, right? So I want you to hit that bump and cut. And then ruler on the other side of the bump, hit the bump and cut. What that's going to do is remove a sliver, all right? It's literally going to remove the score line, okay? And that's what you want. I want a gap in between these two pieces. I don't just want a cut. So remember, you can achieve this on the bumpy side. You can't achieve this on the dented side because there's nothing to catch it, okay? But if you flip it to the bumpy, you take your ruler and boom. You see how you catch the bumpy? You catch the bumpy, guys. All right? So make sure that you're on the bumpy side. And yes, this is all very technical. These are all very technical terms here, my friends. All right, so I like to make sure I catch the bumpy side. Then I start at the intersection, hold my ruler firmly with my ruler hand, and then obviously cut with the hand that has a knife in it. The reason why I'm articulating this is because you want to put all your pressure when you're cutting something, when you're holding a ruler, on the ruler side, not on the cut side, okay? So on the cut side, just very lightly, guys, all right? Normally you're like holding down on this, holding down on that, and then everything just sort of kind of shifts. So try not to do that. Try to put your pressure on your ruler hand. Let's call this the ruler hand, and then light on the cutting. Okay, it just makes it for a much nicer, easier cut. So once you make your first cut, you'll see that your ruler just kind of wants to go over that bump because there's nothing creating tension. So you see it, but you don't really feel it anymore. So now what you want to do is just take your ruler and place it right on the outside of that score line and not on top of it. Remember, we're creating a sliver. You're literally removing the score line. I'm going to remove this. You can see it a lot better. See? So we've got a little gap going on there. And now, whoops, sorry, my bad. I need that one more time. And now you're going to remove the sliver. So you're going to cut right at that intersection. And that's it. Okay? Who would have thought there was so much instruction for creating a sliver, for cutting out a sliver? All right, so now when you fold, okay, you can, of course, burnish. So now when you fold, these two pieces will have space to fold, and they're not going to kind of stick out the side, or it's going to be a nice, clean fold. All right, which I like very, very much. So just make sure everything is where it needs to be before you crease. Otherwise, that's it. That's where it's going to stay, my friends. Okay, so here is your canvas. All right, this is pretty much done. So if this is for photo mats, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 photos on here. Now, if you want to create some interaction with this piece, because we're out of cardstock, what I recommend is creating your interaction with pattern paper, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, but first let's attach these two pieces. So this is actually our closure. All right, so we're going to take piece B, which is with the score lines that are really close to one another. We're going to fold on those score lines and form a gusset. You're going to place this behind, so bumpy side facing you, and you're going to place that behind. All right, so we're on the wide part, not the short part. And you know, it all depends if you want to put this in the middle, a little further down toward the bottom. It's up to you. I like the asymmetrical look, so I'm going to place it a little further down toward the bottom, about 1.25 inches from this score line right here. And you want to place this behind your A piece and stick it down. You want the cut edge on the A piece to line up with the very first score line without going over. So you want to go right up to that score line without going over the score line. Okay? Now you're going to take your C piece, burnish, and we will add our closure to this piece later after we get our pattern paper on. So you want to fold this, and then glue this on top. All right, if you're, excuse me, if you're using tape, tape will go on the dented side. Okay, this side, if you're using tape, forgive me for not saying that, would be on the bumpy side. All right, and now glue this on top, right on top. Line it up. And done. Just like that. All done. All done. So you've got a little gap in there for the bulk because you're going to have bulk on this piece. And that will close like so. And our closure will go here, which then you'll wrap around your string to keep this closed. So here is the interactive element here with whatever you put in there, and then however you treat this. So how fun is this piece? And we've used a full sheet of 12 by 12 paper. And just adding photo mats and a few embellishments is more than enough. Remember the technique that I have showed you guys year after year after year. You start with the photo first, and then you fill in the blank. All right, and this would be a perfect photo mat for that. So I'm going to show you a few different examples on how to mat this piece. All right, guys, so this is where we left off, where I flipped this up and there was nothing there. Let me show you what we have going on here. Really simple on the matting and the layering here. I did take a photo of Broderick and I did cut around all of the background. I didn't want it. I layered this is an embellishment from the Numerals collection. Everything is from the Numerals collection except the Making Memories. And this sentiment right here, this is from my website and it is the words and phrases. And I'll link you into the description box below so you can pick those up because they're a must for all sorts of memory keeping, guys. I added a little photo up here after I layered this banner from the Numerals collection. There's a picture of Faith kissing her dad. Just all sorts of fabulous looks here, guys. Everything turned out gorgeous. Did I say there are 14 photos on this photo mat? Just amazing. I did one of these photo mats up for you with a photo. I show you these several times throughout my projects. I create slits in my photo mats, and so this is what it would look like if you were to add photos to that tag up there. All right, so there's a photo down there, and then the photo here. You can even put a photo on the back if you want to. You can even put a photo on the back here. I did, but I chose to show off some of the paper and use the embellishment and a smaller photo right there instead of just that full-size photo. And I think it turned out beautiful. I love the way that this turned out. This is going to sit out on probably on my coffee table like this. All right, the beauty about this is that you can stand it up like that. And you can see that, again, it'll be on display. You could even put this little photo here in there if you want to. Or you can paper clip it. I think this is the back side of it. So you can paper clip it to the back like that, right? Either way, if you're going to put it on display, just so you get that whole 360, right? Which is really cute. So this is not hanging out, but I think it just makes such a gorgeous little display piece. And it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I hope you guys love it. You enjoyed this process, the decorating process, and this video. And please, as always, if you love what you see on this channel, please give me a thumbs up. Give me subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about this project and the paper collection. I love to hear your thoughts and to read your thoughts and respond to you guys when you're asking me questions. So thank you. Thank you so much for spending your crafty time with me. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and until next time.